Hello, everybody, and welcome to another main episode with me, Djbatman. Well, I have a big one for you. So apparently, the Oregon ACLU is claiming that the so-called protesters, their rights were apparently violated by the police during the so-called peaceful protest in Portland. But that's what some people would want to say. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get right on into this. In response to the new audit into the Portland Police Bureau's surveillance practices, the ACLU of Oregon said that the damning report has confirmed the organization's long-standing belief that police violated citizens' First Amendment rights during the 2020 Black Lives Matter protests. Well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Black Lives Matter is not a peaceful organization. Because I've listened to what a lot of those people said, and let's just say a lot of them want violence. They want to burn stuff down and basically do anything they can to get what they want, which they've done a lot of. The audit, which was released this Wednesday, found Portland police collected personal identifiable information on protesters without suspecting them of any crimes. And had no firm procedures on what information they could collect, leading some officers to take and store images and photos of protesters without legal reason and for much longer than necessary. God, this is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, how dare the police collect information on people throwing shit at us? You know, because this is the other thing. I'm sorry. There's no fucking way, that the so-called protesters were doing anything that basically everything they were doing was a crime, you know, and it wasn't their First Amendment rights. You can't claim that if you're violent. But anyways, the auditor's findings confirm what we and many activists have long suspected. Yeah, because a lot of the activists are in these organizations and fucking government places, you dipshits. But anyways, the Portland Police Bureau have been surveillancing community members as they exercise their First Amendment right to protest and demand justice for Black lives. Again, Black Lives Matter only cares about certain lives, not all lives. If a police officer kills a black man, they seem to care. It doesn't matter what the person did. They hold rallies for it. But if it's a child being shot and murdered, over lots of children being shot and murdered within a week by gang members because the police have been defunded and they lost a lot of their police and money. So what about those black lives? Or what about the black lives that BLM and Antifa killed during their autonomous zones that they took over in Seattle, Portland, and many other places? But of course, these people don't care about that. But anyways, the ACLU of Oregon state staff attorney Rachel Dalla Gale said these coin-to-pro-like tactics, I don't really know what that word is, I did my best, have a long abusive history and plainly violating Oregon law. Yeah, because we got a bunch of morons running this state right now and they want to make stupid laws. I mean, come on, man, my fucking governor literally took away math and reading as a requirement to graduate high school. Why? Because to help minorities. I don't know how the hell it's going to help minorities. It's going to actually hurt them, but whatever. Dumbass Democrats. Of course, Republicans are no better. But anyways, In a statement to Coin 6 News, Gale said, based on the auditor's finding, the ACLU of Oregon is strongly encouraging those who protested in 2020 to inquire with the City of Portland for records to determine whether they were subject to the intrusive practices outlined within the report and further demand accountability. Yes, but no accountability for these goddamn terrorists. And I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. BLM and Antifa are terrorists. You know, I've had people say, well, but the KKK, yeah, they're terrorists too, but unfortunately they haven't done anything lately. But they're just as bad. Anyways, we have already successfully taken PPB to court over their illegal surveillances activities during the 2020 racial justice demonstration. What fucking racial justice? God damn, these people and their damn words irritate me so much. But the audit reveals that the extent of their surveillance goes even further than we understood. Gale stated, "We agree with the city auditor's conclusion that officers need clear direction from the Bureau to ensure they comply with the law." Oh yes, because while police are being pelted with Molotov cocktails, rocks, fireworks, and many other things, you know, they got to make sure they check with the right place to, handle that. Because, apparently the Bureau knows more about how to handle things than the police do. Because I thought the last thing we did was pay millions of dollars to train police on how to handle things. But apparently the Bureau knows better. It's fucking bullshit, dude. She continued, Portland deserves comprehensive, transparent police governing police surveillance. Okay. As well as increased accountability from PPB leadership. The city auditors issued 5 recommendations to the Portland police to help them rebuild the trust of Portlanders, including giving guidance on how to collect information without infringing on the First Amendment. I think it's funny how these people all of a sudden give a shit about the Constitution. Only when it helps them. Limit access to political and social information not associated with criminal activity. Oh, yes, because if somebody's out there saying some pretty crazy shit online, I guess you can't collect that information, Just let them do whatever they want, go crazy, and if they end up killing somebody, well, I guess only that matters is when they kill somebody, I guess. Adopt a directive on how to use surveillance technology. So police don't know how to use surveillance technology? Like a lot of these police, literally during these so-called protests, just went on YouTube and looked up these people's videos that they were broadcasting. I mean, come on. That's literally what their surveillance was. Like, all they needed was a computer and the internet. That's it. Anyways. Add more guidance on how to investigate social media posts. Wow. Okay, that just sounds like a waste of money there. Publish how the Bureau is gathering surveillance. Wow. All right. There's a little bit left in this, so let's go ahead and get through this. This is just so ridiculous. In response to those recommendations and the audit's finding, Mayor Ted Wheeler, a.k.a. Dipshit, who is also the police commissioner. Wait, what? That's not okay. Stated, my team and I work with PPP to enact all 5 of the audit recommendation, 4 in full and 1 in part. The ACLU of Oregon also issued its own accountability recommendations for PPB Thursday and called the mayor out by name for his leadership role of police commissioner. Mayor Ted Wheeler is the city commissioner in charge of managing the Portland Police Bureau, the agency said. This damning report obligates the mayor to take swift action to ensure accountability for those at PPB who allowed these unlawful actions to occur, to provide a pathway for the vindication of the rights BPB violated and to protect it from happening again. So, yeah, I absolutely think the entire thing is absolutely retarded. But I'm going to go ahead and read the statement from the auditors, and here's what they had to say. The ACLU of Oregon issued the following statement from Staff Attorney Rachel Dalla Gao in response to the audit released by the City of Portland on April 6, 2022. The audit reveals that the Portland Police Bureau, PPB, violated Oregon law and infringed on community members' First Amendment rights. I should put those in quotes. Specifically, the audit found that PPB engaged in far-reaching surveillance of protesters during the summer and fall of 2020, that better management is needed to safeguard civil rights against law enforcement overreach. The audit underscores the PPB provided no guidance to officers regarding the appropriate legal boundaries of their surveillance strategies and offered no direction to officers engaging in the extensive monitoring of protesters' social media accounts. Yeah, whenever I say protesters, just picture me doing air quotes, because they're not protesters, they're terrorists. And I don't care what the ACLU or these auditors say, they are morons and they should be taken out of their job. Everyone who's in charge of the ACLU in Oregon and the auditors should be fired from their job and never be allowed to work anywhere near government or make anything that's government decisions ever again. Because I am sorry, anybody with an actual brain knows what these people did in Portland was not protesting. It was violent, it was out of control, and they were burning stuff down. I don't care what anybody says, and I know there are people that understand and agree with me because they actually have a brain, and I'm glad you do. But let's go ahead and finish this. There's quite a bit. This confirms what the ACLU of Oregon and community activists have long suspected. The emphasizes the urgent need to develop effective, transparent oversight mechanisms for police surveillance. As the city's audit recognizes law enforcement generally, and PPB in particular, as a long and troubled history of collecting intelligent information on individuals and group engaged in lawful First Amendment activities. Yeah, lawful my ass. Over the last several decades, this intelligent information has been used to suppress civil rights activism over police, black community. Oh my God, I swear to God, I'm getting sick and tired of people bringing up police and black people. It's just like the dumbest thing ever. Not that many black people are killed by police that are innocent. I'm just tired of this argument. But anyways, and specifically in Portland, to maintain doziers, on everything from food corporatives to women's rights organizations. I'm sorry, but those women's rights organizations are absolute trash. Most of the people there don't even know why they're actually there, and they just scream things. It's ridiculous. I know, because I've actually been to one. It's just stupid. Today, as the audit demonstrates, such surveillance is used to track those called for racial justice. Without evidence of suspected criminal activity or any other documented reason, such indiscriminate, warrantless surveillance chills free speech, erodes trust between community and government. Oh my God, these people already hate the government. There's absolutely nothing the government can do to make them like them. I mean, seriously, like, the fuck? And creates alarming opportunities for abuse. That is why, under Oregon law, the police are prohibited from collecting and maintaining information on anyone's political views or activities outside of criminal investigations. Oh, but if some dumb motherfucker goes out and shoots a bunch of people and he happens to be a Trump supporter, that shit matters, apparently. But if it goes against, the people that are currently in charge, nah, you can't do that, This is the thing I fucking hate with the way the country's going. Like, seriously. Like, this is where we're going, people. The people in charge, which are mostly Democrats right now, and I hate Republicans too. But right now, since the Democrats are in charge, they're literally just going ape shit, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. Maintaining information on anyone's political views or activities outside of a criminal investigation. Yes, because like I said before, apparently getting pelted with rocks, fireworks, and many other things apparently doesn't warrant collecting information on people. But whatever, I guess. PPB's broad and highly intrusive surveillance of protesters in 2020 is a blatant violation of this law. Blah, blah, fuckity, blah. We have already successfully taken PPB to court over their illegal surveillance activities during the 2020 racial justice demonstration, my ass. But the audit reveals that the extent of their surveillance goes even further than we understood. We agree with the city's auditors, including that officers need clear direction from the Bureau to ensure they comply with the law. Portland deserves comprehensive, transparent policies governing police surveillance, as well as increased accountability for PPB's leadership. The First Amendment right is peacefully assemble and engage in which they did not fucking do. It was all violent. Literally, there is tons of videos out there. It was not fucking peaceful. I am tired of this fucking lie. It's just like when CNN was literally standing in front of a burning car lot that BLM and Antifa had just lit on fire and literally having a tagline on the screen saying, mostly fiery, but mostly peaceful, while he's literally standing in front of a burning car lot, where that burning car lot had a sign that said Black Lives Matter. What do you know? The very people that they were supporting burnt their shit down, and yet the news organization was like, fiery, but mostly peaceful. How the fuck can something be peaceful and on fire? Like, what the fuck, man? Oh my God. It's just ridiculous. But anyways, let's go ahead and get through this, because holy shit, my mind's going to explode. And I know a lot of you are probably irritated too. We all want to try to get our country back in order, but it's not going to happen, unfortunately, from how we're going. But anyways, the First Amendment right to peacefully assemble and engage in political speech is a fundamental to the American democracy. Okay, first of all, we're a republic, not a democracy. I don't know why people keep saying a democracy. We are a republic. We have elements of democracy, but we are not. America is not a democracy. For the people that don't know this, we are a republic, not a democracy. All right? This is particularly apparent when community members exercise their first speech rights to criticize the government and demand justice for the oppressed. Mayor Ted Wheeler and the city commissioner in charge of managing the Portland Police Bureau This damning report obligates the mayor to take swift action to ensure accountabilities for those at PPB who allowed these unlawful actions to occur, to provide a pathway for the vindication of the rights PPB violated, to prevent it from happening again. So much bullshit. But that's where we're at, everyone. So, yeah, well, that's everything. Like always, I'll have the links for everything that I read down below. Don't forget to leave a comment. I really like to know what you think of what you heard. Give your opinions on it. Also, don't forget to like. It really helps with the algorithm to get my stuff out there more, so that more people can hear it. Also, if you like what I do and like to hear more, don't forget to hit follow or subscribe, depending on the platform that this is going on. Yeah. You know, I like doing what I do, and I'm going to continue, so. But also, like always, I will have links down below if you'd like to support the show. I have my Etsy store. I do lots of 3D printing, vinyl, and many more things that I put on there. You can purchase lots of good stuff. I also have my Teespring. Get lots of awesome t-shirts, mugs, and many other awesome designs that I put on there. And I also have a Patreon if you'd like to join that. Got a lot of cool tiers for that, and always will be adding more in the future. So, but anyways, I really appreciate you listening, and I know that was a whole lot to listen to, but especially how ridiculous these things are getting. But yeah. But anyways, thank you again for listening. I will see everybody next time. Djbatman. Oh.